This was some firewood that was delivered to me, and I decided rather than burning it, I like the colour, so I made a door out of it. Firewood has been my main go-to for making stuff recently. I could have burnt all of this, but decided there was much more potential to build something out of it. I bought quite a bit of it, but the wood became very expensive, so a lot of recycling was going on. Let's have a look at the guitars. It's amazing what can be made out of wood. I just want to show you a few of the things I've put together, just in a few hours each of them. I can't play a guitar, but I can make one. Anybody with a little bit of skill can make a guitar. It doesn't necessarily work. There's way more to it than just putting it together. But I'll show you what I've done anyway. This was my first idea. I had some bendy wood. I don't know where it came from, but I made this ukulele. Everything but the strings and the machine heads were made out of bits of wood. It's quite a lumpy sort of thing, and it was my first attempt. I didn't really know what I was doing. I probably still don't, to be honest. But it does make a noise. I have strung it wrongly. Once I started getting excited, I had put loads and loads of bits of wood together and made this guitar. Little 6-string. This makes noises as well. That's not quite tuned. Next up was that, an electric violin. Unfortunately that part doesn't work very well, so I can't actually tune it. But, well, no, it doesn't work. It just looks nice. I then went over to another guitar, which was that one. And then I made a bass. I made that bass there. Made that bass there. That's a sort of copy of one that I really admire. And then there's this, which is basically another 6-string guitar. With a piezo pickup, which I find really fascinating. Little tiny piece of metal which doesn't work like a magnet, like a magnetic pickup. So no tuning heads at the tuning head end. They're all down the other end. Very difficult to tune and even more difficult to play. But the wood has such beautiful grain in it, and it doesn't really show up here. Out in the gymnasium I keep my scaffold plank guitar. That still needs a little bit of something doing to it. I snapped a string, need to put a new one on. That's basically just stuff you find around a building site, plus the electrics. And this bass guitar here, quite enjoyed making that one. It's got potential. It can actually play a tune, which is more than I can do. And then there's this crazy little thing I'm working on at the moment. I was just trying out different ways of building a body. So there's all sorts of bits going on. It might be alright. It's only going to be a 3-string bass. It's almost the right size to be a full-size bass, but it's more likely a 3/4. So as you can see, I can't play, but it does work. And I just love the grain in this wood. It is absolutely fantastic. I don't even know what type of wood it is. Alright, are you ready to have your socks blown off? I've just taught myself how to play the electric violin. This is the first song. It's not plugged in, so it's not going to be electric. Right, here we go. That's the last post. Yeah, it's like my career basically in music.